In the past 5 years, we have seen all manner of Chinese cities, albeit with one very notable exception. But that's about to change. Yep, that's right, it's time to dive into the capital of Cantonese culture, Guangzhou. This subtropical southern metropolis is like an oversized anthill, comprised of a network of interwoven alleys which locals use to scurry from block to block. Each mini neighborhood has its own speciality, from pets to medicine, stamps to antiques. Walking around, it's clear that this is a place that just oozes with tradition, and yet conversely is home to some of China's most aspirational architectural symbols. But most importantly, for reasons that will soon become clear, this is a city of vibes. A place where people hang from lampposts to catch a glimpse of their neighborhood's canto pop star bellowing out tunes late into the night, whilst this guy does, well, whatever this guy is doing. A place where hobbies are practiced publicly and exercise is undertaken on beautiful tree-lined avenues because, well, why not? And we haven't even got to the absolutely amazing array of freshly cooked goodies that are served up in unbelievably legit hole-in-the-wall joints. Too much. This city might just have it all. Well, except for one thing, and that's me.
Hey guys, I'm Nico, and as you can see, I'm still very much here in Beijing. Unfortunately, I couldn't make this trip to Guangzhou because of work, but I asked you guys and some friends for a recommendation so that I could make Jack a really great itinerary, so it would feel like I was there with him. So join me here in Beijing.
And me here in Guangzhou for this week's video. So the last few days I've been sweating my tits off working on a project down in Dongguan. I've just finished up and I thought, hey, why not pop along to Guangzhou? Because I've never actually been here. First impression is, it's hot. Second impression is, it's f***ing hot. Third impression is, it looks flipping dope, just like people selling things everywhere. This looks like it's gonna be my kind of place. There is, however, one slight issue, and that's that I've been so busy that I haven't even had a chance to plan a single thing.
Well, luckily, planning is where I shine. I'll let Jack focus on the filming.
I think I'm gonna give the little love hotel behind me a miss. Try and find somewhere a little bit more upmarket.
I've got the accommodation covered, so just go grab some of the tasty Cantonese food that Guangzhou is so famous for.
Okay, please don't judge me. It's been a very, very long 10 days of shooting. Oh my God. That is heavenly.
Christ, this burrito is exactly why I can't let him out of my sight.
Made it to my hostel. Cheeky little 100 kwai a night. Won't go amiss, I don't think. Absolutely knackered though, so I'm gonna have a little snooze, and then when I wake up, I'm gonna see what Nico's got in store for me. Oh. Hey up, missus.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm hot.
A few people did say it's really hot and you shouldn't go to Guangzhou, but you are already there. So first of all, a couple of people mentioned that you should go to the Beijing Road, Max Street.
Okay, that sounds awesome. This is definitely not my idea of fun.
I was recommended roasted goose, so maybe you should look for that.
I've just spotted a restaurant with a goose on the sign.
There's a massive cathedral.
Well, that's disappointing, isn't it?
Over the road is Haifu Square. It looks pretty wild. Then cycle to the Canton Tower. So cool, lit up at night.
Oh, bloody hell, she's killing me with this itinerary. It's 5 o'clock here, and if I'm gonna fit all this in, I better get going. Maybe we can check in tomorrow. You can give me some fresh things to do if I've got any energy left after hitting up all these sites. Have a good time, Beijing. Love you. Bye. 你可以用微信发我一些定位吗？
北京 Road Snack Street 北京路小吃街。
这 Sacred Heart Cathedral。
时世圣心大教堂，这个是海珠广场呀。
这个真的会有帮助，谢谢您。Oh my God, how nice were the people in the hostel helping me out with that?
Yep, Jack now has the location pins, so all he has to do is not get distracted and he will start motoring through his action-packed itinerary.
I think it's going to take me a while to get there though, because where we're staying looks absolutely epic. We appear to be staying, I say we, I've got no Nico, I just remembered. Where I am staying is basically, looks like it's in a district where they're selling loads of like coins and stamps.
Oh, God. Here we go.
所以这个是你们的生意，或者这个是爱好吗？
我的爱好，老板的生意的。
我认识他。
看了的。
所以哪个国家有最好看的？
中国啊。
Okay, fascinating. But let's move this along, Jack. As he is staying in the Yishou district, which is famous for its temples, markets, and old buildings, I think it is going to be hard to keep him focused on the task at hand.
Something magical about this neighborhood. I don't know if the whole city's like this, but this is my kind of place. You know, a place that's unpretentious, unlike me, obviously. 我要卖我的老婆一个光剑。
要么小的。
对。
小的没有。
At least we've got some video evidence now to show that I've been trying to get Nico a present from Guangzhou.
Oh, that's very sweet. But the only present I want is a husband who can stick to his bloody plan. Ah, that looks like Beijing Road to me.
I thought this would be a great place to try a little bit of Guangdong Chai, a little bit of Guangdong food, but actually it's just like a commercial place with shopping malls and tacky shops and stuff that you could find anywhere in China. New Balance. I think it's a cross between a fake New Balance and fake Asics, bloody hell. On the plus side though, I did get Nico a little present. The Chinese characters mean #1, as in the top mark that you can get in the imperial examination. She is the #1 girl for me, so I thought it was a very apt present for her.
And that, my friends, is the look of a man who is pleased with his own joke.
Anyway, next up is the Sacred Heart Cathedral. Hopefully that will be somewhere a little bit more wholesome than this cathedral of capitalism that is this Beijing Loose Snack Street.
Why don't you like it?
It's a bit commercial.
Even it's commercial, but I think it's clean and you can buy everything here.
Maybe I do like it now. She's very convincing.
What's convincing?
Means you're a good salesperson.
Oh no, I just told what I think.
Okay, so maybe that girl was right. Maybe I was a bit too quick to judge because I just stepped off of that main shopping street and onto this snack street, and actually it is good fun. There's lots of little shops selling all sorts of tasty looking snacks and little restaurants. The only issue is I've come up, I guess what is peak time, so all the good looking places look absolutely heaving with people. So I reckon I might need to come back here a little bit later.
Are you joking? You came all the way to the snack street and you aren't even going to try anything. Ugh, Jack.
Says if you don't eat mixed pig porridge, then you didn't come to Guangzhou. So I guess I've not come to Guangzhou yet because I have yet to eat it. I am sweating my tits off right now. I need to find a drink before I even think about eating anything.
Sorry to those of you who suggested Jack sample the delicacies of Beijing Road. Maybe I can persuade him to pop back later. But for now, he seems more interested in checking out the parcel packing district. As Guangdong has over 60,000 factories, which altogether produce a third of the world's clothes, toys, and shoes, it is no wonder that these guys are busy working through the night to send deliveries across China and the world. But let's not forget, I sent Jack here for the culture, not the industry.
Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Not gonna lie, I'm slightly underwhelmed by the cathedral, to be honest. 你好，你喜欢这个楼的风格？
我在这里长大的，我出生都是在这里。
真的吗？其实我有点难过，因为这个没有灯，所以。
哦，他现在疫情，他怕引那些教众过来。
那就是北天拍到的。
Wow, so now we can see how it's supposed to look.
Yeah, it's a shame it's not lit up because this 130-year-old cathedral, designed by French architects and built by local craftsmen, is supposed to be quite a beauty.
Even if things don't quite go to plan or if I balls it up, I guess. It's been all the little happy accidents along the way, actually, that I've enjoyed the most so far. Also, I really enjoyed the free photography lesson as well. So definitely going to be putting those phone photo taking techniques into practice. Bless them. We're a little bit behind schedule now. We've only hit up 2 of the 5 locations that Nico has scheduled for us, and it's 9:20.
Right, you'd better hurry then, Jack.
Whoa, I see a sign, Haizhu Gongchang. Oh my God, so I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm sweaty, but frankly, I could not give a f because that was one of the most exhilarating experiences I've had in my life. Just watching people just absolutely let loose. Now, both foreigners and Chinese alike often like to characterize China as a conservative country where people sit around drinking tea and doing calligraphy. Well, come to this park and you'll see that here in China, or at least here in Guangzhou anyway, people know how to get down and they know how to enjoy their Friday nights.
Right? I'm not sure how the Canton Tower and the Party Pier are going to live up to that rave in the park.
Can you imagine how Nico's going to be if she finds out that I spent my time having a rave with a bunch of pensioners instead of going and following her itinerary? I can see the tower in the distance, I can see the tower in the distance. I appear to have lost the tower. It used to be the biggest building in the world at one point, and now I can't find it. 4.3 kilometers away. Because it's so tall, I thought it was quite close, because I was like, oh, it doesn't look that far, but it's just because it's so big, innit? It's perspective, innit? Jesus, chat. I think I'm gonna have to admit defeat. Look how sweaty I am. I've got no phone battery. I've got barely any camera battery. To be honest, my internal battery is basically dead as well. I think I f***ed it up. I think it's just really big, so it looked close. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether just to go back, and I've not eaten dinner yet.
I sent you to a snack street, you big no.
Can you just send me a message with whatever you've got planned in the morning, yeah? And then I'll go, and then maybe we can catch up at lunchtime. All right, the missus has given us permission to take the rest of the night off, try and get some food. So I'm sorry to any of you who made a suggestion that I did not honor today.
Okay, if you get some authentic local cuisine, then all will be forgiven.
What an experience this afternoon has been. I don't think everything exactly went to plan, but you know what? I had a bloody great time. Dinner for me tonight is in a little classic lineup of some Lay's American Classic. It's so bloody hot here during the day that I'm gonna get up super early and try and hit up the next part of Nico's itinerary that she's just messaged to me. So, take it easy, guys.
And what an itinerary it is. I'm going to send Jack for a sobering colonial history lesson.
There's probably been some dodgy colonial going on here.
He will dive into Guangzhou's amazing market culture.
The biggest mushroom I have ever seen in my life.
No doubt get lost in the city's mazy back alleys.
The tropical fish and turtle food street.
Perhaps even make it to the bloody tower.
I'm really sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna make it up the tower tonight.
And probably have another startling epiphany or two.
This isn't just some sort of dream, this is real life. Like, we might have an early contender for my new favorite city in China.
Oh, and of course, I will force him to try some of the amazing local dishes you guys recommended, which he can use his extensive vocabulary to describe.
That's so good. So good. Very good.
Anyway, that's enough rambling for today, so we will save all that fun for next week's video. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Bye!